welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making salmon sushi bites. Let's get started. Okay, to get started you will need some simple ingredients that we will be making this dish with. So number one, you will need a good quality salmon like I have here. I'm using two different kinds because that's just what I had on hand. But you'll want to pat those dry. And then also for seasonings, we're going to be using fresh ginger, fresh garlic, powdered ginger, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. I'm going to be using a little bit of this Old Bay seasoning. You don't have to though, that's completely optional. Actually, all of these are optional, but if you want that good sushi-like flavor, I highly recommend the ginger and the garlic with some salt, okay? And we're gonna be using green onions to top it with. And you'll also need these seaweed snack sheets. That's what we're gonna be using as our seaweed element to this sushi. And last but not least, sushi rice that has already been pre-cooked off. Okay, so those are our basic ingredients. Let's get to it. Okay, to start, we're gonna dice our sushi or salmon. And I'm gonna cut it about this thick for each row, and then we're going to dice it from there. We don't want it too thin because it will cook down in the oven. Just like this. So you use your preference of how you would like it diced. Sushi's done, we're going to go ahead and slice up some fresh ginger and garlic. And I like to mince it in the lemon zester utensil that I have. It just makes it more fine and less tedious to chop. So I'm going to go ahead and mince some ginger and garlic. Okay, this is the lemon zester that I'm going to be using. So we're going to just take our bowl and zest the fresh garlic right into it. And that should be good for the fresh ginger and garlic. From there, we're going to add garlic powder. You can go heavy on the seasoning, you can go light, it's totally optional and up to you. Ginger, salt, black pepper, onion powder, and some Old Bay seasoning, which has celery salt, which is just celery and salt, and then spices. It doesn't say all the spices, but it says including red pepper, black pepper, and paprika. So we're going to go ahead and add some of this because it does bring a nice smoky flavor to the fish, which I love. So the Old Bay. And then I am going to add a little bit of rice vinegar. This is completely optional. This is just something I'm doing. You do not have to do this step, but I do like the flavor. Also a little bit of olive oil. Go ahead and mix. our scallions or green onions, whatever you would like to call them. And we're only going to use the green parts, okay? So we're going to just go ahead and start slicing. Let's make it even to start. And we're just going to pull them really closely together and then slice. Doing is grabbing our mini muffin tin, about this size. I have already pre-sprayed it, but I'm going to go ahead and spray it again. I'm using avocado oil. I saw this on Instagram and decided to do it, and I'm so glad that I did. Can't wait to see how it turns out. So you're going to take a piece of rice and just kind of put it right on, depending on how much you want. You can do a lot, you can do a little. I'm going to do this much, and I'm going to set it right inside. And then I'm going to add a scoop of my tuna. Just like that, guys. Just like that. How cute is that? You can make these ahead for parties. You can just meal prep these and have them in your fridge whenever you get hungry. It's just the best. I love it. While those are in the oven on 350 degrees for about 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead and make the spicy mayo. So for this particular recipe that I'm going to do, I'm going to use this mayonnaise here, Sir Kensington Classic Mayo. And I'm going to make a good helping of this because I want to have it on hand for my little sushi bites whenever I need it. So I'm going to use about half of a jar. This is a 12 fluid ounce jar, so about 6 ounces of mayo. Oops. And then some sriracha sauce. I was running low, so I did add water to mine. So it might not look the same, but sriracha is the best sauce you're going to use to make a spicy mayo. It just has a great punch of flavor to it. I highly recommend it. I'm going to add a little bit of the Cholula hot sauce chili garlic. It just adds a little bit more zing. Whoops, I'm going crazy over here. Yeah, I just like the flavor, so I'm going to add some of that. And then honey. You do want that sweetness to your spicy mayo. You don't want it all to be spicy. So about 2 tablespoons of honey. And for the sriracha, use for your preference, however spicy you want the mayo to be. I'm going to add some garlic powder to this, about a teaspoon, maybe a little bit less, and a teaspoon of onion powder. And we're going to hold off on the salt. It might be too salty as it is, so we're going to just add a little pepper and then taste it and see if it needs salt. And that's it, guys. We're going to go ahead and stir. Taste that. Perfect. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and set this aside and check on our sushi rolls. They should be about done. This is what they look like, you guys. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. And to top these off, we're gonna use our spicy mayo, but we're also gonna use a little bit of this General Tazo sauce. I just feel like this sauce in particular has a really great flavor. It reminds me of kind of like eel sauce, the flavor of it. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this and a little bit of this on top of the sushi rolls. So let's go ahead and plate some of these. Get a spoon for these. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Guys, these are so adorable. Look how cute, guys. Oh my goodness, how adorable. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the spicy mayo, the other sauce, oh my goodness, let's go ahead and taste the finished product. Hands down, the best. Oh my goodness. Flavorful, tastes just like sushi to me. I am just so proud that I went ahead and tried this recipe. I'm gonna be using it definitely in the future. And go ahead and put a like on this video if you like what you see and you want more videos like this. And we'll see you in the next video.